Hey y'all, I was working on my next video exposing some Catholic heretics, wolves in sheep's clothing, Joel, and heretic exposer, but I came across this old video that I remember seeing a long time ago, and this guy was sharing his testimony, but this was a little different from the last one, so check it out.
She was obviously under the power of a very strong demon. And I said, who are you? And why did you jump on Ramona? And the spirit, I'll never forget, he said, you fool, you don't even know who she is. And I said, she's Ramona Jarnigan. He said, no, she's not Ramona Jarnigan. And she's defiled by the blood of a virgin sacrifice, which gives me the right to kill her if she comes onto my territory. All new stuff to me. I didn't know about spiritual territories. I didn't know about marks. The spirit said, when a human is marked, any spirit can see the mark, and I want to kill her. And I said, well, obviously you don't have the power to kill her or she would be dead. You tried your best. It didn't work. And this is a home game for you. If you're the power spirit of this nation, every demon on this reservation just saw you get your butt handed to. So I said, I'm pretty new at this, but I only see one of two options. Either you can leave and we'll leave and forget this ever happened, or we can fight it out, in which case it's not about you versus me. It's about you versus Jesus Christ, God in the flesh, the savior of mankind. And you know you can't win that fight. So if it takes 1 hour or if it takes 24 hours, we will keep fighting until you finally leave. And all of the demons on the Winnemucca Indian Reservation are going to see you lose a fight to a rookie. And I know those thoughts came from God because I wasn't smart enough to think that through at the time. But this spirit said, you promise not to come back? I said, yeah. I said, okay, I'll leave. And suddenly it was gone. And Ramona, as we called her at the time, she came to her senses. She said, something bad happened, didn't it? And I said, yeah, something bad happened. She said, what? I said, we'll talk about it when we get off the reservation. So we drove off the reservation, and that's where we found out who she was. We have taken you into our house. We've risked everything to help you. We prayed for you hours and hours every night, and you're lying to us. And she said, what do you mean? I said, that spirit told us we didn't even know your real name. You weren't Ramona Jarnigan, and you were defiled by the blood of a virgin sacrifice. The truth sets you free. No truth, no freedom. She said, if I tell you the truth, will you promise not to ask me to leave your family? And I said, yeah. She said, well, my name's not Ramona Jarnigan. My name is Lavay, and my father was Anton Lavay.
For those of you who don't know who Anton Lavay was, he was the founder of the Church of Satan, and the last words that he said was, oh no, something is wrong, something is really wrong. And yes, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against darkness and principalities. So if you want more great content like this, make sure to like, follow, and share. But until next time, the Faceless Prophet out.
If he were telling the truth, he wouldn't have told us.
Unless, of course, he knew you wouldn't believe the truth, even if you told it to.